Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in today. In this video, I am going to share 25 HOA themed dad jokes. Let's jump right into it. 1. Why bother with therapy when you can just annoy your HOA? It's like self-improvement with an extra side of passive-aggressive satisfaction. Plus, you get to exercise those negotiation skills without ever leaving the comfort of your own backyard. 2. Why are HOAs bad? They are like that overbearing coach who thinks they know what's best for everyone. They're constantly barking orders and blowing the whistle on your every move. It's like living in a reality show where the drama never ends, and the only prize is a perfectly manicured front yard. 3. HOAs exist because apparently we all need a little more micromanagement in our lives, right? Forget about personal freedom, we've got a neighborhood to conform to. Can't have anyone stepping out of line with their mailbox colors or, heaven forbid, putting up a Halloween decoration that's too spooky. 4. You know why HOAs should be illegal. They're like the neighborhood's version of the Avengers, except instead of fighting crime, they're fighting your choice of mailbox color. 5. Why did the homeowner move into the HOA community? Because they heard it was the only place where the grass is always greener, the fences are perfectly straight, and the only wildlife you encounter is the occasional rogue lawn gnome. 6. Why is it that my HOA will bust my chops for having a slightly crooked mailbox, but they'll let Gary next door turn his yard into a jungle? It's like they're playing Where's Waldo with enforcement. Oh, there's a slightly crooked mailbox, let's pounce. But Gary's yard looks like Tarzan's hideout, and they're just chillin'. 7. Why did the HOA bully become a gardener? Because they love pruning people's dreams down to size. 8. Why did the police show up at the HOA meeting? Because apparently there was a lawn rebellion. Yeah, these guys are out there enforcing HOA rules like they're cracking down on organized crime. Drop the lawnmower and step away from the overgrown hedges. 9. Why are condos and townhomes like rival mob families? Because condos are like the flashy bosses living the high-rise life, while townhomes are the gritty, street-smart enforcers with their own patch of turf. They're always eyeing each other across the neighborhood, sizing up their property values like it's a turf war. But hey, at least they both agree on one thing. Nothing brings neighbors together like a good old-fashioned complaint about noisy upstairs neighbors or those pesky HOA rules. 10. You know why it's worth being in a neighborhood without an HOA? HOAs are like that annoying friend who's always telling you what you can and can't do in your own damn house. It's like, hey buddy, I didn't buy this place so you could tell me how many flamingos I can have on my lawn. 11. What is the true meaning of HOA fees? You finally scrape together enough to buy a house, you're feeling like a real adult, and then they hit you with these fees like it's a surprise party you never wanted. It's like, hey, congrats on your dream home. Now pay up for the privilege of having someone tell you what color to paint your front door. 12. Florida HOA laws, folks. It's like playing Monopoly with your retirement savings. You roll the dice, land on Park Place, and suddenly you owe dues for the rest of your life. But instead of a friendly banker, you've got a random neighbor from down the street knocking on your door, demanding to know why your garden gnome is 2 inches taller than regulation. 13. Have you heard about HOA harassment? It's like having a part-time job you never signed up for, except instead of getting paid, you're just constantly bombarded with fines and notices. You know you've hit peak adulthood when your biggest fear isn't monsters under the bed, but a letter from the HOA about the height of your mailbox. 14. You ever hear about getting kicked out of a homeowners association? It's like being in a high-stakes game of Simon Says with your property. One day you're minding your own business, painting your door a nice shade of blue, thinking you're adding a touch of class. Next thing you know, you're getting a letter in the mail saying, "Sorry buddy, but your door is too experimental for our neighborhood. Pack your bags, Picasso." 15. You know you're in a Florida HOA when your mailbox gets more updates than your smartphone. I mean, they send out more notices than the FBI, and half the time, you're not sure if you're living in a neighborhood or a correctional facility. 16. Why did the Florida HOA board member cross the road to enforce the community guidelines on the other side? You ever seen a 70-year-old man argue over the proper shade of beige for a mailbox? 17. Why is dealing with neighbor harassment like trying to navigate a minefield? Because every time you think you found a safe path, boom, another passive aggressive note explodes in your face. I tried talking to my neighbor about their loud music, and suddenly I'm in a full-blown Cold War situation. 18. Why do seniors love HOA communities? Because where else can you find a retirement plan that includes mandatory lawn maintenance and an annual debate over the color of your mailbox? It's like they've traded in bingo night for board meetings, and the stakes are even higher: your property value. 19. Why are HOA fees like a bad ex? Because just when you think you finally moved on, they come creeping back into your life, demanding more money and causing all kinds of headaches. It's like they're playing a game of financial whack-a-mole, popping up every year with new fees and special assessments. 20. You ever try to buy a condo in New Jersey? It's like trying to navigate the Jersey Turnpike during rush hour. Chaotic, confusing, and you're pretty sure someone's trying to cut you off at every turn. Plus, the condo fees are higher than Tony Soprano's bar tab, and the rules are stricter than a drill sergeant on parade day. 21. Why did the Georgia HOA start charging residents extra for sweet tea on their monthly dues? Because they figured if they're going to deal with all the gossiping on front porches, they might as well make a profit off it. 22. Why do HOAs have a problem with renters? Because they see renters as the neighborhood's equivalent of a midlife crisis convertible. Flashy, unpredictable, and potentially damaging to property values. 23. Ever tried to decipher a condo pet policy? It's like trying to read hieroglyphics after a few too many cocktails. You're there, squinting at the fine print, wondering if your pet's going to need a lawyer just to step paw into the lobby. Sorry, Mr. Fluffy. Looks like we're going to have to consult the legal team before you can use the elevator. 24. Why is trying to rent a property in a HOA like applying for membership to an exclusive cult? They lure you in with promises of manicured lawns and community pools, but before you know it, you're sacrificing your freedom to a group of khaki-wearing overlords who worship the holy trinity of regulations, fines, and annual meetings. 25. Why did the HOA implement rules as strict as North Korea's? Because they wanted to ensure that even the tiniest blade of grass was in line with their supreme leader's vision for the neighborhood. Thank you for watching this video. Please share your comments below and remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel to help support us in producing more HOA related content. You can also check out our website at HOAexperience.com